there, and welcome to another episode of Hearing Him First. It's been a little while. Sorry about that. Got real busy a couple of times when I was planning to record a video, and so there's been a little bit of a break in these. If you watch them live, if you just binge watch them every now and then you probably won't notice. But I'm excited to get back into this. Hearing Him First is a collection of short videos that are designed to help you hear God's voice first, to hear it the clearest, the loudest throughout the day. So whenever you listen to this, my hope and prayer is that it's sort of like a spiritual reset button for you to help you retune your thoughts, your mind, your attention to the God who is always speaking to you. And today I want to look at two passages that kind of go hand in hand. The first is in Exodus 33, verses 10 and 11. And then we'll look briefly at Numbers chapter 7, verse 89. And both of these passages give reference to what is called the tent of meeting. And in Exodus 33, this is the first time that we hear this language used. And it was a tent that was set up outside the camp as the Israelites were moving through the wilderness, having left Egypt in Exodus 33. And we're told that Moses would go there and meet with God. And verse 10 and 11 specifically say, whenever the people saw the pillar of cloud standing at the entrance to the tent, they all stood and worshiped, each at the entrance of their tent. And the Lord would speak to Moses face to face, as one speaks to a friend. And so this really fits the theme of this whole series of videos, the idea of hearing Him first. And I think the spiritual application for us today is, where is your tent of meeting? Where is the place that you go to meet with God? And I think that its location in Exodus 33 then gets further refined as the tabernacle, and you can read all about that in Leviticus and the later chapters of Exodus as the instructions are made and how it was to be set up. And there's a lot that goes into this. But from its very beginning, it was something that was set up outside of the camp. And so that tells me it had a special place. It was not just random. It wasn't just tucked in to everyday life. I think there's value in that, and having a conversational relationship with God and interacting with Him throughout the day. I know I do that. But there's also tremendous value in having a place that you go where you meet with God and He meets with you, and it's special. And it's specific. And I love the way that this tent of meeting concept, as it appears in Exodus 33, sort of presents a progression, a next step forward in how God interacts with people and how relational He was with Moses. We're told that He met with him face to face as a man meets with a friend, that there was fellowship, there was camaraderie. God was still God, and Moses was still a created being, but God was choosing to be in relationship with Moses. And He chooses to be in relationship with us today. And how this tent of meeting to me symbolizes or represents the time that I spend with God. First thing in the morning, 4, 5, 6 days a week. 4 is kind of my bare minimum. And when things are busy and crazy, it might just be 4 or 5 days a week. When I'm in my normal routine, normal rhythm, this is a 5, 6, 7 day a week thing for me, that I get up early before the rest of the house is up. I make some coffee, I get a cup of coffee, I sit down in my favorite easy chair, or sometimes if the weather is right, I will go out on the back porch and look out over the sunrise as it rises in the sky. And I meet with God there, and I hear from Him, and He speaks to me. He speaks to me through His Word. He speaks to me through His Spirit. He speaks to me by giving me thoughts that aren't my thoughts, and helping me to see His will and His perspective in various circumstances and situations. And He speaks to me through the writings of others that He spoke to, others that had a relationship with Him, that God revealed Himself to them and spoke to them. And so we see that this is, in regards to Moses and the people of Israel, it was a special place. For us today, we have the benefit of the Holy Spirit. and that we don't have the same requirements, but that doesn't mean that we don't benefit from a special time, a special place, a special location where we set aside time, where we depart from our normal routines and rhythms of daily life and say, this is the time that I have set aside to meet with God. I think there's tremendous value in that, in setting aside that time to hear from Him and to grow in our relationship from Him. And so that's my prayer and my encouragement for you today, that you would, if you haven't already, develop a place where you can go and meet with God on a regular basis and interact with Him as a friend, as one that is going through life with you, as one who is going through life and is for you and is there to encourage you and to instruct you and to challenge you where you need to be challenged and to inspire you to be all that you can be and to realize the vision that God has for your life. And so that's my hope and my prayer for you today. If this has encouraged you or brought somebody to mind, go ahead and comment to their name in the comments or share this with them. You can always go to YouTube and search for Hearing Him First, and all of the videos in the series are available there. And I also would encourage you in the comments below, if you've listened this long, share where your tent of meeting is. If you have a place where you do this, whether it's a special chair, special time of day, special, maybe it's something you do at work over your lunch hour or something like that, comment below. Let us know where your tent of meeting is and how you engage with God and meet with Him face to face. So God bless you. I hope you have a phenomenal day and look forward to seeing you again very, very soon.